Can you hear me now? Thanks for joining me on my presentation about improving your listening skills. I'm Ashley Hayden and I will be presenting to you today. Today we will cover ways to improve your listening and the 10 commandments of listening. I can hear you, but I'm not listening. Many times we hear this phrase. People say they're listening, but they're really not. But they just hear the sound that's coming out of your mouth, but they're not comprehending the words that you are saying to them. Listening, even as an adult, can be difficult. Sometimes we have distractions that get in our way, such as a cell phone or other electronic devices. Unfortunately, these devices create us to be a not so good listener. So remember to put those to the side when you're listening to somebody, and then that way you can participate in the talk as much as you are possible to do. Next, if you can, sit in the T-zone of a room. These are the first few rows and also the middle sections of the room. So that way you are more of an engaged listener to your presenter. Next, turn off your phone. Unfortunately, this is a big deal when it comes to distractions while listening to a speaker. When you turn off your phone, you have one less distraction, and it also helps the presenter know that you are fully engaged. Decide to be a better listener. Ultimately, it is up to you to want to listen better. No one person can change that but yourself. So you have to make the decision right away when you get into a presentation that I'm here and I'm going to be engaged and I'm going to listen to what is being told to me, not just hear the words coming out of somebody's mouth. The 10 commandments of listening. 1. Stop talking. It's as simple as that. Just learn to close your mouth for a little while and listen to what's going on. You never know. You really could learn something from what's going on. Don't just put it off and don't just think that it's something you already know. There may be other things that are delved into during the discussion that you didn't know. Next, put the talker at ease. Don't make cruel facial expressions and be aware of your facial expressions, because sometimes that can put a talker into a panic mode because they think that you're uncomfortable with the topic or other things that are going on around them. Third, show the talker that you want to listen. Again, be engaged. Don't just be there twiddling your thumbs or playing with your phone. Look at them in the eyes and give them the respect that they deserve. Fourth, remove distractions. Put away the phones, put away the laptops, put away the iPods, etc., even books. It's okay to have a notepad out if you want to take notes, but don't doodle the whole time. Try to look at the speaker and know what's going on around you. Don't be fiddling with things because that's distracting to them as well as to you. Fifth, empathize with the talker. We've all been there before. We've had to stand up in front of a class, we've had to get up in front of a company, and we've had to talk to people that we aren't necessarily comfortable with. So remember that you need to empathize with those feelings of jitteriness that they're having because you have been there before, or you could be there again, or even right after them. Continuing with the 10 commandments of listening, we have patience. Patience is key when it comes to listening. You have to let the speaker know that you are there to listen and that even though they may not cut to the chase or get to the message that they want to deliver as fast as you may like, or maybe they leave something out that you needed to know, remember that they do feel those jitters and you just need to be patient with them. You can always ask questions at the end, and to give up a little bit of extra time is not necessarily going to be the end of the world. Next, hold your temper. Again, this goes with patience. Sometimes things aren't done in the timely manner that we'd like, but we have to remember that we can't get upset with that. So remember to hold your temper and don't get angry with somebody because they may have a different view than you do on a certain thing, and we're all entitled to our own views. Next, go easy on argument and criticism. While you may not agree with what they're doing, you have to give them the respect that they got up there and they presented what they wanted to know or what they knew about something. And you have to remember that they have their own views too, just as you have yours. So it may be easy to criticize, but you also need to understand that they may be able to criticize you as well. So don't be hard on somebody because of a topic they presented, even if you don't agree with it. Next, ask questions. Be engaged. Many times, if you ask a question, you're going to get deeper into a conversation that could be even more productive beyond the presentation itself. Questions are always good, and they can help the speaker also transition into other parts of their talk or even make them feel more at ease, linking the other parts of the Ten Commandments of listening together. Finally, just stop talking. This was said in the beginning and it's said again. All of the other commandments depend on this. The small talk has to be put down and you have to get around that, and you just have to remember that it's time to be quiet and you need to engage and listen to your speaker. Nobody likes to have a chatterbug in the room when they're talking. It's very distracting and you feel very disrespected as a speaker. So, with that being said, just stop talking.